don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. You're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. I don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. You're so hypnotic, magical. You're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. You're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical.
And welcome to Bello Field here on the campus of Tufts University, where the number 12 nationally ranked Amherst Mammoths visit the number 24 ranked Tufts Jumbos for an all-NESCAC blockbuster matchup. It is the defending NESCAC champs versus their kryptonite in recent years. We have the rematch of the 2019 NCAA National Tournament Final on display here in Medford, and it is showing all the signs of being another match to remember. Simply put, there is history, pride, and honor on the line here in Medford, and it is an honor to welcome you to our coverage of Division III men's soccer here on JumboCast. My name is Max Antonini, and I am joined by my co-commentator and senior Ethan Ito. It's hard to imagine anything separating these two teams this afternoon, but what, if anything, can be the difference here today?
Thank you, Max. We're going to be in for a treat of a game today. It's going to be close. It's going to be competitive. One of the things that we see is physicality. Amherst play a much more physical type of play style. They pick up a lot of cards. They pick up a lot of fouls. Not only that, but they're also physically bigger. They've got a lot of height on their team. And that's going to be something that we're going to want to watch out for. Can Tufts keep up with that extra size? Not only this, Amherst played on Wednesday. Tufts had their game on Wednesday canceled, and rust might be a factor. Is it going to be rest or rest? What's going to prevail here? And you want to keep an eye on Amherst forwards. They've got a lot of big producers. Finn Hayden, Ruffner, Okurage, and 10K, who scored his only goal last year versus Tufts. And for Tufts, you've got Giannis, Feigen, Trainer, and Gherkin, who scored versus Amherst last year. This is going to be a great matchup, Max. I'm very excited.
Yeah, as am I. And to your point, I like that description of rest or rust because, yeah, the Jumbos were scheduled to play here in Bello on Wednesday versus Wesleyan, but that game was canceled due to rain concerns. And they were also supposed to play here on Bello yesterday, which was also postponed due to rain concerns. And I guess I'm glad they made that decision because it is a lovely day here on Bello this Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely. It's a great day for some football.
Yeah, and I think the Jumbos here are really ready to get started. We saw them last time out against UMaine Farmington, which they won decisively with a 7-0 scoreline. And as for the Mammoths, their last game was against Manhattanville College, away from home, which they won pretty comfortably with a 3-0 scoreline. So I'm definitely excited to get into this. Anything else you're looking out for?
Not really. I mean, those last two games were non-conference. This is a conference game, so we might see lineups shortened a little bit. But, I mean, again, still early days in the season. Both teams are still experimenting with their lineups, figuring out who plays well where, and it's gonna be a good one.
Do you want to get into those lineups?
Yeah. So for Tufts in goal, we have Antich, and backline of Campbell, Clivio wearing the number 5, captain this year.
We'll pause for the national
Pause for the anthem.
And getting back into those lineups now. Let's run through it.
All right. In goal for Tufts, we have Nick Ontich, transfer from Northeastern University and has had an electric start to the season so far. Backline of Campbell, Clivio, Wall, and Bargania. Holding midfield, we have number 8, Daniel Yanez, who's a key piece of this team and a big part of anything that might happen today. And we have Gherkin, Feinberg, Feigen, Trainer, and Brady to round out the tough starting lineup. And for the Amherst Mammoths, we have senior Max Linda on goal, who hasn't started a game yet this season. But coach going for experience here, and in a big game where emotions might run high, that we'll see how that pans out. Backline of Pretty, 10K, Kalinauskas, and Clark Eden, with a midfield of Murphy and Kubedu, and a front line of Valdez Bush, Hayton Ruffner, Okorge, and Nuhu.
Yeah, I know a lot of standout names there, both senior experience and for the Amherst Mammoths, 2 first-year starting Riley Pretty and Mo Nuhu, which is a pretty big statement given they've just started. They've only had 3 games this year and already have found themselves in the biggest match of their season, I think it's fair to say. And we look to get underway as both teams make their way onto the field.
Yeah, and it's great to see the freshmen earning trust already in the system. Again, lots of experimentation. This is early days in the season, but this is a big game. This is a NESCAC game that will matter come the end of season.
Yeah, and it's a big one, especially for the Mammoths. I think they have not won on Bellow Field since 2012, as they're 0-1-4 since that the last time they won, which is a big deal, I think, for the Mammoths, because they know Bellow is a tough place to play. The Jumbos still have not lost here in the regular season under Coach Desatel, so along the line for both squads, obviously for personal reasons, for rivalry reasons, and in terms of the NESCAC. Both teams have had one NESCAC match under their belt, which both ended in a 1-1 draw for both sides. The Jumbos playing Conn College last weekend, and the Mammoths playing Middlebury, which ended 1-1. And I think another interesting fact, a year ago today, was when the Jumbos played Amherst away from home in Amherst. And so it's a year in the past, and now here we are today. A lot on the line. This kickoff is imminent. Mikey Brady looking to kick off. So we were looking through the lineups. I believe it's a 4-1-3-2 for the Jumbos and a 4-2-4 for the Mammoths, but I'm sure things will shift as the game evolves, as we are almost underway. And Brady does take the kickoff, lays it over to Clivio. Long searching ball up top. Kicked out immediately for a corner for the Jumbos. They'll be happy with that. Could get on the board early here.
It's a good positive start, looking for an opportunity there.
Yeah, it's important to get on to a bright start in these tense matchups. The first goal usually and often is the crucial one. We saw 3-2 was the scoreline last time out, where the Mammoths started off pretty early, scoring within the first 5 minutes, and then the Jumbos responding 2 minutes later to make it 1-1. So they'll definitely want to get on the board early. Ball lifted in, cleared off the line. Some chaos in the box, cleared away by Kubedu. Giannis fires it in, touches, goes off the ref. That will be a drop ball. Bit of interference, a bit of confusion now.
And a very positive early start for Tufts here. And as you were saying, an early goal will change the complexion of the game for both sides. And it's so important in a game where the teams are so evenly matched. Taking control of that game and making the other team come to you, making the other team take more risks and opening them up, that's going to be huge, that opening goal.
Yeah, especially in NESCAC matchups, which we know are always intense, no matter who you play against. Any goal is, especially the first one, is so crucial. And for both teams, they want to rack up the points in the NESCAC standings early, as both are, as we said, 0-0-1. So definitely don't want to drop to 0-1-1, because that could be a tough hill to climb in the future games. As we have a throw for the Jumbos in the attacking third. There'll be a long throw into the box. Clivio looking for it. Cleared away, only to the feet of Trainer. Chipped in. That will sail out harmlessly for an Amherst goal kick. It's a good tempo so far, I say, for the Jumbos. I mean, we are early doors still, but I think they'll be happy with their start.
Oh yeah, they've been keeping the pressure up in the Amherst half. I mean, obviously we're only 2.5 minutes into the game, but things are looking good. Tufts look like they're playing on the front foot. They're being assertive, playing the way that they want to play.
As that ball comes our way, I have to deal with that, and that will be Gherkin with the throw now. Oh, never mind, Campbell. Yeah, and I was talking to Max Clivio earlier on Friday, and he noted, as one of the captains of the team, how important it is to make sure you're awake, you're ready to go in the first minutes, because that's really when you can fall asleep, where you can be punished when your legs are still warming up and getting used to this game. No Nuhu now, chasing that ball, will be dealt with by Bargania for a Tufts throw. And yeah, Clivio, he understands it's a big year for the Jumbos. It really feels like the next generation. We have a big class of freshmen, 8 in total, and a big squad, 33 in total for the Jumbos. So they have a lot to work with. And I think, as was the case in UMaine, we saw a lot of new faces. And I think this is one of those games where you can really take over. You can really make a name for yourself.
Yeah, and if you can show up in the big games, you earn Coach Desautel's trust. It means that you'll get more opportunities later down the line in the season. But again, every game is an important game. You want to win every game. You don't want to sit back and play for ties or play just to play.
Exactly. As that ball, free kick from Kubedu, was dealt with easily by Antic. He's looked very bright this season. And to your point of ties, Tufts had 7 last year, so they'll definitely want to turn those into wins. As that ball on the sideline now for Valadez Bush to deal with will be an Amherst throw, or Amherst goal kick, excuse me. That goal kick taken, dealt with by Feinberg, over to Brady. Finds Wall on the back line. Ball pinged around now, back in Tufts' possession for Clivio. Clivio looking for Trainer, finds him. Gherkin out wide to Yanez. Over to Feigen now. That blue arm wrap. Searching, looking in the box. Over to Valadez Bush now, Amherst possession. Booted up ahead, that will sail out for a Tufts throw.
It's positive one-touch football from Tufts. They're bringing the ball up. Everyone was making quick decisions, and you see an opportunity there. Not converted, but still. I mean, good team play there. And if they can keep this up, I'd say their outlook is pretty good for this game.
Yeah, as we see Valadez Bush competing for a header there. You mentioned the height of this Amherst squad. How important do you think that will be, especially on those corners and crosses? Ooh, Gherkin goes down. He's fouled. Serpone furious with that decision. And you can already see the intensity starting to ramp up between both sides. Serpone really, really furious. Upset with the foul call. No cards issued. But it will be a jumbo free kick for Daniel Yanez.
You can already see how much this game means to both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned the 2019. Oh, that ball is given away to Nuhu. Corrigay looking for it. Cleared away by Wall. Late foul there, it seems, and the ref will call it for a jumbo free kick. Yeah, we mentioned the 2019 NCAA final. They also played the 2018 NCAA Sweet 16, which the Jumbos also came out on top in that match. So, as you say, yeah, intensity, big part of this game. But I was asking you, how do you think the height will play a role in this match?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously height is an important factor when you're coming for balls in the air. You're competing. Um, Amherst is going to have the edge naturally, just being higher off the ground. But there are ways to work around that. And this long ball football, like long balls from goal, from the back line, might not be as effective against Amherst. But that just means that you have to find other ways through the defensive lines.
Yeah, very good point. We see Kubedu now on the ball in the midfield, cycling back to Kalinauskas, the 6'6" defender. Another long ball dealt with by the Jumbos. Over to Brady. Yanez now. Good tackle there from Valadez Bush. But it will be still Tufts possession. Campbell. Feinberg fouled again. He is mad with that. Desatel is mad about that. Still no cards, but fouls starting to pick up. We saw 6 yellow cards in the match last year. 4 issued to Amherst, 2 for Tufts. The Tufts offenders being Woven Shin and Sean Trainer, both 5th years in this squad. And to Amherst, Kalinauskas and 10K still in the current squad. So they know how to get aggressive.
Yeah, and we talked about this before the game, the physicality of Amherst, right? Their height, but also their play style. They're already making a point. They're making a stand. Nothing's going to come easy for the Jumbos.
Yeah, we have Giannis standing over it now, looking to fire it in. Long ball, far and collected easily by Landa. And there's someone on the bench for the Amherst Mammoths who is particularly a standout in terms of height.
Yeah, we have Sean Rapal, the 6'8" senior. That's tall.
That is very true. As I was looking over, are we sure this is not the basketball squad? He is on the bench currently, but as the minutes start to tick away, I think we might see more from the bench. It's been a bright side for both sides, but the quality has not shown as of yet. Still 0-0, almost 10 minutes in. That cleared away by Murphy will be a Tufts throw. Hasn't been as many connecting passes, I'd say, but the throw now into Brady. Off Kalinauskas. Now Yanez. On the line, we'll just clear it away, try to reset. Pretty now. On the line, cleared up. Okoroge and Campbell fighting for it. That goes off the hand of Okoroge. No call. Campbell outside of the boot. Barganya Nuhu fighting for it now. Foul called on Barganya. Amherst kick. Free kick. Both coaches very vocal here today. Desatel a bit more relaxed, but the Amherst coaches really seem to be wanting to give out instructions.
Yeah, and I mean, the intensity goes from it transfers from the field to the bench and the other way around.
Whipped in by Kubedu. Antic needs a touch on it. That could have been risky. And it is an Amherst corner now. Bit shaky, but he dealt with it.
I mean, as long as it's not in the back of your own net,
I
did
think
your job.
I think that's the right mindset. Might have been a bit scary, but now need to deal with that corners. We talked about the height. How will the Tufts Jumbos deal with the looming Amherst Mammoths? Kubedu over it. That is sailed far and wide and out for a goal kick. Nothing comes from that.
You know, the Amherst players are tall, but I don't think they're tall enough to get that.
Very good point. Not quite. Kubedu will want that back. Kubedu's an interesting one on the Mammoths. We during our research,
We're in the presence of something of a celebrity here. He has a big social media presence, 50,000 followers on Instagram and nearly 1 million on TikTok.
that is something. We have players of all sorts on this squad. Some social media famous, but obviously a talented player still. Played for their Orlando City MLS B team. That ball, Yanez will clear it away. Upset that the ref did not see that as still in. Will be an Amherst throw. Valadez Bush. Long throw. Searching for Hayden Ruffner. 9 goals last season. He is definitely a big threat, as you mentioned.
Big producer. Second team all NESCAC last year.
Yeah, Amherst with with 5 all-NESCAC players, 4 in the current squad, including Ada Okorage, number 23, who was on the first team, the senior from London. So a bit of English talent, lots of international players on this Mammoth squad. So throw whipped in, zipped in. Murphy now. Long ball in the box, looking for Okorage. Bargania has to clear, and that goes out for an Amherst throw. Bit more pressure now from the Mammoth, it seems.
Yeah, and they're putting the pressure on. They're keeping the ball in the Tufts defensive half.
Yeah, it's going to be back and forth, I feel.
And you just want to watch here that height's definitely going to play a factor, and you want to limit the number of balls that come into the Tufts box.
Yeah, Antic has to be commanding of his defenders, knowing where to send them. So the throw whipped in now. Off Kalinauskas into the hands of Antic. Pretty harmless in the end. Rolled out to Clivio now. The tallest man on the field for the Jumbos, 6'3". Over to Pretty, who boots that away. Hayden Ruffner and Clivio fighting for it on the top of the 18. Hayden Ruffner still. Turner, quick turn, take quick cross, dealt with by Antic.
Was dealt with well by Clivio there, just staying on Hayden Ruffner's back, not letting him make that turn in, making him make a quick decision that ends up in Antic's hands.
Very good point, yeah, especially with Hayden Ruffner. Got to keep him away from the goal, make sure he doesn't get any shots, because 9 goals, top NESCAC scorer, some definitely impressive attacking.
Not only that, but he can pick a pass too. He got 9 assists along with those 9 goals. I mean, talk about an offensive package.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised he wasn't on the all-NESCAC first team last year, but he'll definitely be looking to get there this year, and this could be the game to do it, to really make a name for yourself. As that throw finds Gherkin. Gherkin with a goal last year against Amherst, which ended 3-2, as we said. He'll look to replicate that here today. Throw in now for Valdez Bush on the left sideline. It's a long throw again. Feinberg deals with it. Now Yanez. Feinberg looking to switch. Doesn't get there. Booted away by Clark Eden. Desito happy with Cliv's clearance and how he dealt with that. Feigen. Nothing there. Kubedu. Still nothing. Still fighting for it. Brady. No real possession here so far. Okorage and Campbell. Okorage gets away on the left sideline. Nice footwork. Ball inside. Dealt with Clivion. Well done by the tough senior. Yanez. Nice little turn inside. Out wide to Trainer. Foul claim, and it will be called by the referee. Yanez, nice work there in the midfield. We saw his talent last year just as a first year and already starting and looking well. So has a bright start so far.
Yeah, it was a good transition play from the Jumbos, and Yanez playing a little higher up. I mean, he was a good offensive.
Trainer whipped in. Nothing there. Bargania now dealt by Kalinauskas. As you were saying.
Yeah, Yanez was a good offensive contributor for the Jumbos last year, and he's involved in a lot of the action in the middle of the field. And if he can make an impact today, I think that'd be a very positive thing for Tufts.
Yeah, and he's definitely been one of the bright sparks for the Jumbos. We also see Matteo Bargania, a sophomore, in the starting lineup. The only 2 sophomores in this squad, which is also a big class. Foul called now. Yanez on Kubedu. Amherst free kick. Now booted up for Bargania, dealt with. Feigen. Back and forth still. Pretty up in the air. Ooh. Tough landing for Feigen, I think. Or Bargania. Now Kalinauskas under pressure from Trainer. Cleared into the feet of Brady, who will look to play in a 2v3. Decides to track back. Finding Gherkin. Now Feigen. 1v1 with Clark Eden. Back to Gherkin. Feigen not looking for it, but Pretty was there. Now into the feet of Nuhu. Slips away from Bargania. Up to Hayden Ruffner by the midfield. And back into the waiting feet. Looked to be a risky pass there from Wall to Campbell. Corrigay looking for it, but now in the third for Brady. Takes a shot outside the box. Pretty easily dealt with by Landa.
Getting a lot of good back and forth action here.
That looked like a hand from Feinberg, and it was. Free kick on by midfield. Ball into Campbell. Under pressure, Hayden Ruffner now. Calling for hand. The ref does not give it. Up top for Brady. Pretty deals with it. Heads it down. Now into Amherst. Kalanauskas searching the field. Long ball. Popped in the air for Kubedu. Brings it down. And booted away by Feinberg. A lot of long balls, it seems to be today. Lots of searching opportunities, but no through balls really connected so far.
Yeah, a lot of the game seems to be playing on the defensive ends of either team. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I feel like Tufts has a little bit of an edge in the middle of the field so far today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've seen Yanez definitely commanding the park a bit. Since the Mammoths only have two listed midfielders in Kubedu and Murphy, maybe they're finding it a bit difficult, as that ball is almost picked up by Okorige. Had to clear it. Wall had to clear it. Into Brady now. Under pressure from Pretty, the freshman. Feigen. Feigen with 2 goals this year already for the Jumbos. He's had a bright start. Yanez, sophomore midfielder, dancing inside. Over to 10 Kate. Looking for Okorige. Yanez hustling down. We see that hustle. We see why he's such a big part of the midfield and why he is starting here today. Now Alex Wall. Back to Yanez. Yanez also has a younger brother who will be playing for Tufts men's soccer just next year, so that will be exciting for all Jumbos fans. Campbell dancing in the box. Whipped inside, looking for it, and it's a goal! And it's Mikey Brady running away with it. What a start for the Jumbos. 20 minutes off the clock, and the Jumbos take the lead. Great work from Campbell, finding Wall to the top of the 6, who tucks it home. The Jumbos are ecstatic with that.
That was an excellent build-up to it. Just taking his man one-on-one, low cross, finding Brady for the goal there.
Wow. That's the excitement of these NESCAC matchups. Every goal is absolutely massive, and the Jumbos will be delighted that they've managed to get on the board. And for the Mammoths, they're huddling now. They're trying to look for a quick response, but Jumbos with a bright start, and that really is a big moment. And they're now going to have to keep their calm, keep their composure, make sure no equalizers come about.
And look out for Amherst starting to press forward a little bit more in response, trying to get one back. But again, Tufts, this goal puts Tufts in control of the game.
Mikey Brady now. I think Mikey Brady now checking out. Henry Perkins, the sophomore, checking in. So first substitutions of the game for either side. Henry Perkins has started a few games already. He'll look to double the lead. As the announcement just coming over the speaker. Well done there by Brady and Campbell. Really nice link-up play. And the Mammoths, Justin Serpone, the coach, will be furious that they've managed to let that one by. But we're back underway. Campbell with the throw. Controlled by Kubedu. Claims a handball from Valdez Bush. No call. Oh, Feinberg slips on it. Picked up by Kubedu. Feinberg tries to win it back, and he does. Good hustle there from Feinberg, making up for his slip. Campbell with the throw again. Fought for by Perkins. Both teams claiming it's their throw. It is the Jumbo's throw. Perkins with his first real touches of the game. Valdez Bush now. Kubedu, nice 1-2. Searching ball, finds nobody on the Mammoths. Yanez over to Bargania, the two sophomores linking up. Looking for the third sophomore, Perkins. He does not get there. Pretty with the clearance. Kubedu, Hayden Ruffner looking for it. Over to 10K. We'll find Landa now in the 18. Long clearance. Feinberg with the header. Kubedu and Schrainer now approaching. Claims of a handball. It will be given. Serponi believing the Tufts bench is influencing the ref's calls a bit, but I think that was a valid call. Referee telling Giannis to hurry it up. They're going to be trying to milk the clock, it seems. Even with a one-goal lead, every second off the clock is a valuable one.
Yeah, you just want to make sure that you don't get too carried away and bleeding the clock out and still play. Still look forward for that second goal, for that insurance, just in case. Because, I mean, the Mammoths are a very capable team, and they've looked dangerous in moments in this game, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Every moment could be a huge one. So as the clock counts down, foul on Henry Perkins. They'll be looking to take more seconds off the clock. But I think they would want a second. I think that's even more valuable. Some more complaints from the Amherst coaching staff, but it will be Yanez. Ball whipped in. Clivion goes to ground. Feinberg in the 6. Hands, claims a handball. Nothing called. Shot by Clivio. Blocked by 10K, by Clark Eden, sorry. And it's offsides in the end. Referee indicating that it hit off one Mammoth side, off the side of the chest. No handball. Wu Win Shin checking it. Wu Win Shin and Mason Schultz looking to check in. No subs yet from the Mammoths. Maybe that will be in Justin Sherponi's plans very soon. Ball in the midfield. Feinberg. Feigen searching. Now Hayden Ruffner on the right side. Mo Nuhu dances away on the sideline. Still Nuhu. Goes to ground. It will be Amherst corner kick. Nice work there from Mohamed Nuhu, the freshman. Already with a goal and assist this year. And it will be Amherst corner. Kubedu standing over it. Pause and play. This ball on the sideline needs to be dealt with. Whipped in into the box. Good clearance by Bargania. And now a good counterattack opportunity with Feigen. And it will be a Tufts throw. They're going to be playing quickly for Perkins. 2-on-1 situation. Nuhu, good tracking back there as Amherst now have possession.
Could have ended up so much worse for Amherst, and it's good work from Nuhu there to track back, extinguish the opportunity for the Jumbos.
Yeah, and it's important with those two wingers on the outside, Valdez Bush and Nuhu, to track back, kind of bolster the midfield, bolster the defense, especially on those counter-attacking opportunities. As that ball far for Okoroge. Can't bring it down. And it will be a Tufts throw. Subs checking in now. Shin for Trainer. And Schultz for Yanez. Desto really pleased with Yanez's performance so far. I think rightfully so.
He's been everywhere in the midfield and is, rightfully so.
Shin now. Getting into the game. Perkins, bodied by Kalinauskas, but dealt with by Amherst now. Comes away with it. Ball into the box. Antich on the 18. Amherst coaching staff believing that was out of the box, but no call from the ref. Antich taking his time. Kicked away, coming over to the sideline. Now we see first sub for Amherst about to check in as soon as ball's out of play. Declan Sung, number 9. Subs coming in now. It's Declan Sung, number 9, the senior from Newton, Massachusetts. Local Massachusetts resident, and it's Mohammed Nuhu now, making his way off the field. Goal kick now for Amherst. Good fight from Feinberg. Ball for Schultz, doesn't reach him. 10K. Kubedu. Over to Murphy. They'll be looking to move quickly. Korage on the right. Murphy. Inside, back and forth. Tufts goal kick. Really good defensive organization, I'd say. What do you, how important do you think that connection is from Antich, Clivio, all these experienced players?
I mean, it's crucial. Amherst have come out on the break a few times. I think they've transitioned really well, really smoothly from defense into offense, and Tufts has been there pretty much every single time to extinguish those chances, making sure that their goal is well protected.
Yeah, it really is looking like a case of rest, I think, since they didn't get to play against Wesleyan. Another claim of handball. Will not get it. Gherkin. Still Gherkin. Bodies a chance. Oh, cleared away by Sung. Will be a Tufts corner.
Great strength, great determination to just stay with it and get the cross in, earn a corner, and earn another goal-scoring opportunity for the Jumbos.
Yeah, we mentioned the Mammoths being really physical in this match, but Jumbos equally as physical. Height advantage or not, these Jumbos are here to play. Corner now for the Jumbos. Can't see who's standing over it, but it will be whipped in. A quick header. Oh, almost there. Feinberg head in hands, almost had it.
That was
sailed away.
Perfect delivery from Wu Vin Chin there. His set piece delivery is a strength of his. He had that free kick last year versus Middlebury in October of last year.
On senior day, that was a big moment. Goal kick now. Off the head of Bargania. Will come back to us again. Declan Sung looking to take it quickly. Both teams looking to sub. Schultz now. Boot in the air by Clark Eden. 10K does not get anything on it. Perkins does. Gherkin. Ball will come back to Landa. Hayden Ruffner tries to bring it down. Good defensive work by Feinberg. Oh, blocked by Kubedu, but will be Tufts throw still. Subs now will come in. It's Arkadzandi Das for Gherkin, number 14. And we have Ryan Gomez checking in for Riley Pretty. Another sub? No. Xavier Canfin will not get a chance to check in, but more subs now, more rotation. Trying to get everyone involved in this crucial NESCAC match. Wu Vin Shin with the free kick. Think he could score from here?
Surely not, right?
Maybe he can't replicate the magic of that Middlebury game, but we'll be looking to bring it in. Ball fought for in the box, cleared up and away, spinning for Shin. Lets it bounce, and then deals with it. Comes off Kubedu and cleared away by Valadez Bush. Barganya, a good header. Into the feet of Hayden Ruffner, won back by Feigen. Kubedu now with it. Wind starting to pick up here on Bello. Kubedu. Both 10s fighting for it. Okorage. Foul on Wall. Taken quickly into the feet of Sung. And he goes to ground. It's a penalty for the Amherst Mammoths. Alex Wall doesn't quite understand it, but Sung goes to ground. Wall seemed to clip his heels. Really clever through ball from Okorage into Sung.
That was really good awareness from him. You know, just knowing to take it quickly, knowing to find Sung, and caught the Jumbos sleeping.
Now it's a big moment for Antich. It's a big test. Penalty could make his season. Penalty save could make his season even more stand out. Referees seem to be conferring over the penalty call. And it will be confirmed. That's unfortunate. It was clever through ball. Jumbos will be a bit upset, but Korogay now standing over it for the penalty. Korogay, the all NESCAC first team versus Antich, the transfer from Northeastern. Here we go. And slotted home from Okorage. Calm as you like. And it's all tied up now. 1-1 here on Bello. Okorage, very well done. Shows you why he's one of the leaders of this team. Antich didn't really have a chance. And we're all even once again.
I mean, good placement there. He was so sure of where he was going to place the ball. Didn't even need to go for the power there.
Yeah,
We've got a game on our hands.
I think he made up in his mind. He delivered. And we have a sub for the Jumbos. Xavier Canfin, the freshman, checking in for Feigen. Yeah, very, very smart sub there from Serpone. This Declan Sung subbed in just a few minutes ago, already making an impact, drawing the penalty.
And it's those fresh legs that can give you that little bit of extra burst towards the end to complete that run. I mean, he ran almost the entire length of the field to win that penalty. I mean, you have the subs available, and using them well is an important part of coaching in here.
Absolutely. Serpone still furious, wants another foul call. And Declan Sung, who had 5 goals last season, third highest scorer on the team, really is a super sub, has been so far. Has 13 minutes. We have a sub checking in for the Mammoth soon.
And we were talking about height.
It is Sean Rapal, the 6'8" defender. You'll see him come on your screen very soon. And he makes his way in. And that is Hayden Ruffner making his way out. So a defensive-minded change, it seems. Hayden Ruffner, the top goal scorer, as we mentioned last year in all of the NESCAC. Rapal playing a bit more attacking. As you see, number 17, 6'8". Amherst throw-in. Korage, the goal scorer, brought down. Will be a Amherst kick, free kick. Pretty close to the 18.
You see one man here standing much taller than everyone else. Sean Rapal, let's see if that height is a factor in this dead ball.
Yeah, Max Claudio, Nick Antich will have to communicate, organize his defense, as this could be dangerous. Ball inside from Kubedu, harmlessly on the ground. And will be another Amherst throw. Declan Sung looking to take it. Only member of this current squad to have played all 21 games for the Mammoths last year. As he takes that throw, bouncing the box. Fight in the middle. Cleared away by Schultz. Pinged back in by Valdez-Bush. Into the hands of Antich. Under threat there from Rapal. He must have been scared, standing over almost a foot taller than him. And Tufts will look to respond to some height of their own. It's number 33, the freshman, Ben Brown, 6'5", tallest member of this jumbo squad. You think that was a purposeful change?
I mean, it could be. Sean Rapal's looked dangerous in the situations that he's been in, and obviously the height is a factor when it comes to these balls in the air, these aerial duels that makes it so much easier for him to win the ball. But we'll see how we match up here.
Yeah, 10 minutes to go in this first half. Looking to get that crucial goal before halftime. I think that'll really change the mentality of both these teams. As Max Landa now with the kick. Bargania heads it. Clark Eden under pressure from Perkins. Cleared back up. Rapal wins the header. Of course he does. And offsides is called on Rapal. Jumbo's looking to get it into play quickly. Desatel telling his defenders to make the Mammoths run for it, get them a bit exhausted as the sun is beaming here on Bello. Schultz now tries to chest it down. Ball into Wall, who wins it. Ball inside, Arkansandi Das. Perkins looking out wide for Bargania. Nice run from him. Both players fighting for it, but will be a tough throw. Sub checking in now. Ben Brown, as we mentioned. 6'5" for Perkins. His first minutes of the year debut for Ben Brown. It's a big moment.
Definitely
the
is.
Freshman. Throw now. Long throw from Brown. Maybe that's why he was checked in. Heck of a throw.
Putting Tufts in a situation there where if someone got ahead on it, it could have been a dangerous situation.
Yeah, it looked like it was an open chance by the back post, but nobody on the end of it. Both coaches, again, very vocal. Intensity, as always, ramping up. Referees have to stand in between Desatel and Serpone and his assistants. Landa standing over it. Up ahead into the midfield. Moving Shin for Campbell. Will look to recycle back to his defenders. Clivio, the captain, or the co-captains. Over to Canfin. Ben Brown now. Looking to win it against Gomez, and he does. It's interesting, Rapal and Ben Brown, both listed as defenders, but both playing pretty attacking.
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, Ben Brown coming in as a response to Rapal coming in for the Mammoths. It might be a game of see which one of them can get their head on a ball first.
Yeah, as we mentioned, the height's a big role, and now as a corner for the Jumbos could be even bigger. Wu and Shin looking to take. Ref has to deal with some commotion in the box. That'll be Clivio and Kalinauskas getting a talking to. Back underway. Shin looking to whip one in. That one goes far into the back post and harmlessly out for a goal kick. Landa will collect and take the ensuing goal kick. Which he does. Long boot. Off the back of Rapal. Foul on Arkadzadi Das. Looks to be in a bit of pain. We hope he's alright. Take a little pause as Arkadzadi Das tries to recover. And he looks to be doing all right. We'll shake it off. Physicality, as always, present in this game. Flivio, free kick.
Happy to see him get up on his own. There was just a mess of bodies there, but glad to see Arkadzadi Das get up on his own and get right back into the action.
Oh, and it's a foul there from Sung. Clivio, the offender, and it will be a yellow for him. First of the game here this afternoon. Do you think that's a fair decision?
I think so. I mean, it was definitely a very physical challenge. Didn't make contact with the ball, so I think we can say that. I mean, it's already been a really physical game, and at some point, the officials are going to have to keep that in check, make sure it doesn't get out of hand, especially in a game that matters this much to both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. Need the ref to have a control over the players, over the coaching staff. Flivio will be a bit aggrieved with that yellow. Now has to play a bit more carefully, I'd say. But Kubedu now with the free kick. Taken quickly into Okorage. Need to make absolutely sure no fouls come in. And he goes to ground, and it's another penalty. Another penalty for the Mammoths. Okorage now creating that one. Or is it a free kick? No, it will be a free kick. My apologies. He looked to be pointing to the spot.
Just outside the box. Very fortunate break for the Jumbos there.
My apologies. It looked pretty bad, but it's hard to see the lines from here. But yeah, it was just on the edge of the 18. Maybe hard to tell where that foul was, but good work there from Okorage. Kubedu now in a threatening position for the Mammoths. Ball inside, off the post, and then away by 10K. That was a close one. Close as it gets for the Jumbos, but still 1-1. These games, these NESCAC games are always eventful.
I mean, I've been loving this. This has been a treat.
Absolute treat.
Back and forth, goals on both sides, and it's only the first half.
Yeah, we're happy to bring you this coverage of Division III men's soccer on JumboCast. We hope you saw the women's soccer matchup between the Jumbos and the Mammoths just before this, in which Amherst came out on top 4-1. Kubedu now into Sung. Still fighting for it. Sung still goes to ground. Nothing there. Out to Kalinauskas. Declan Sung. Cleared away by Shin. Now to Canfin. And will be out for a Mammoth throw. Now Korige. We've seen him be so threatening for the Mammoths already, just in this first half. Cleared by Canfin. Now Valadis Bush cleared back and forth. Kind of pinball stuff, but it is now back in the Mammoths' possession.
Since Okoroge's penalty goal, it feels like Amherst has turned up the heat a little bit. They've been putting more pressure up. They've been spending more time in the Tufts half, and a collision.
Ooh, Sung. One by Shin though. Play continues, and the ball will go out to deal with injury of Sung. Seems to be okay. But how important do you think? Do you think the men's team took the loss of the women's team in mind? Do you think they're looking for a bit of revenge to make up for that?
I mean, obviously, it's extra motivation to perform, to sort of avenge that loss from earlier today. But I think at the same time, they're focused on themselves. They want to get this win for themselves. This is a big game, and they're showing plenty of effort. Both sides are showing plenty of effort, and we get to see the fruit.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a good point. You kind of have to channel out everything else that's going on from previous matches, from distractions, and just focus on the game at hand. Declan Sung looking to check in, but will not be able to just yet. And now he does. Back to 11 on 11. Kubedu gets away. Oh, high boot. Desatel clear, trying to make it clear that he did not touch him, but Kubedu does seem to be in a bit of pain. More arguments. More drama. Referee's consulting. The decision seems to be reaching in his pocket for a card. It's a yellow for Taylor Feinberg. Second yellow now for the Jumbos. Card now issued. Oh. This is NESCAC soccer. This is how intense it can get. There's a lot on the line. A lot of revenge, a lot of history. And Kubedu seems to be okay. Interesting sequence of events there.
It looked like he'd gotten the skip pass, but maybe clipped just a little bit, and glad he's back up and okay.
Yeah, Feinberg receiving that yellow 3 minutes ago here in this first half. Throwing now for Campbell. Fought for in the midfield. That's White McCarthy. Now Kubedu. One back by the Jumbos. Schultz can't put under control. Serpone looking to get his Mammoths riled up. 2 minutes to go. 2.5 to go. Feinberg with the header. Cleared away far from Bargania. Kalanauskas. 10K. Korige. Looking inside. Campbell deals with it. Ooh, late challenge there from the Mammoths. It's Ryan Gomez. Will get a talking to, no card. Stern talking to, but no card. Shin. Offside called. Serpone making it clear, making his frustration clear to the fourth official. He was the 2015 Coach of the Year when he won the national championship with the Mammoths. And maybe that intensity was a big reason why.
Definitely very animated, both with his players and the officials.
You can tell this game means a lot. Now Ben Brown. Cleared away by Valdez Bush. Out for a throw. Less than a minute to go now. Ben Werner scored a brace against UMaine last weekend. Checks in for Schultz. These last couple of seconds could be huge if either team could get on the board. Valdez Bush, nice pass to Kalanauskas. Bargania misses the header. Keeps it in play. Off the boot of Kubedu, 20 seconds down. Long throw Ben Brown. Desatel urging everyone on his team to get in the box. 10 seconds now. As the countdown comes in. Long throw. Punched away by Landa. Bargania with a long shot, and that goes far and out. And that's the end of the first half here on Bello. 1-1 the score. Entertaining on so many fronts. Second half to come shortly. Ethan, your thoughts? What do you think the message will be from both coaches?
I mean, after the penalty goal from the Mammoths, they really seemed to turn the heat up. They kind of took control of the game. Were spending all their times in the Jumbos half. But you saw in this last minute, the Jumbos made a little push back. They had some chances and they were going for it a little more. And I'm sure Coach Desatel wants to see a little bit more from them in that regard. For the Mammoths, Coach Serpone probably is happy with that performance after the second goal. And just keep doing what they're doing. And I mean, it's such a tightly contested game, and we're gonna be in for a barn burner the second half.
Yeah, we said at the beginning it would be tough for anything to separate these two sides, and we thought that Mikey Brady had separated them, but Okorege responded with a penalty, as we will send it to halftime break shortly with the second half.
Hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. You're so hypnotic, magical. don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. You're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. I don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical. Don't wanna let you know you're so hypnotic, magical.
And welcome back to Bellow Field here for the second half of Tufts versus Amherst. It's been everything we've chalked it up to be and more, I'd say. Opening goal from Mikey Brady in the first 20 minutes on the lovely assist from Gibson Campbell, and then the Mammoths responded in a big way with the penalty goal from Okoroge, as this second half will be crucial, I think, for determining the rest of the season. Will be a statement if one team can win out here tonight for the rest of the league. Ethan, what have you thought so far?
I mean, this was a highly entertaining first half of football. It was closely contested. The physicality that we talked about is there. Tufts has definitely matched it, and that hasn't posed an issue for them thus far. And the intensity is there. I mean, you see it all the way from the sidelines onto the field. I mean, there's physical, strong challenges. You have both coaches involved in it, getting their teams going, trying to find the edge on the sideline. This feels like one of those games where the next goal is going to be the decider. It feels like it's very close. You don't know where it's gonna come from, but it's about moments, and you need that one special moment to turn the tide of this game.
Yeah, and it feels like it could come from literally anyone. We know the attacking threat of the Mammoths. We know the defensive solidity of the Jumbos, but anyone could really make a difference here. And it feels like the coaches are the 12th man on the pitch here today. They've really been vocal. And another important thing to note, Clivio and Feinberg with the yellow cards in the first half, so they'll look to be careful. Need to make sure no sending offs occur here this afternoon. As Declan Sung, who drew the penalty in the first half, will look to get underway. Amherst have not beaten the Jumbos in 3 attempts on a 3-game losing streak against the Jumbos, and This 1-1 scoreline could change quickly as that ball sailed out for Antic for the goal kick. Taken quickly over to Clivio. Taken up to Feigen. Won by McCarthy. Hayden Ruffner, we haven't seen much from him as he is caught offside.
And he's one of those guys you don't want to let get into dangerous positions because he's shown in last year specifically that he's a threat and he will capitalize on any chance that you give him.
Yeah, even if he hasn't had much of an impact so far, you know that one goal can really change so much. And he'll be hungry for that, given his goal-scoring record. Okorage. Won by Feinberg. Still Okorage. Into Nuhu. On the top of the box. Poked away. Now Okorage. Battling against Gherkin. Ball inside. Hayden Ruffner looking for it. Goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, Nuhu now checked back into the game. He's an All-American in high school from Hotchkiss. He is back in the starting lineup, back in the lineup for the second half. Mikey Brady, the goal scorer for the Jumbos. Feigen, won by Kalinauskas. Inside, one headed away by Clivio. Big boot up top. Clark Eden under it. Mikey Brady now with the chase. On Gomez. That ball comes out. Corrigan called offside. Now Clivio. Senior from Kingston, Jamaica. Given away though. McCarthy. Assistance of the Amherst looking for fouls. Back to Clivio. Giannis goes out. Bit frustrating from the Jumbos. You want to be connecting passes here, especially under pressure.
Trying to get out of tight spaces like that, you got to be on top of it. You got to be in tune with each other, and just not quite there at this moment.
Now Murphy into a Corrigan. Back to Murphy. Looking out for Hayden Ruffner. Murphy, nice ball inside. Whipped across. Nuhu! And that's skied over. Nice link-up play. Nuhu couldn't get over it, but threatening, ever threatening from Amherst.
And I believe Murphy was initially looking for the run of Declan Sung there. Just missed him. Nuhu, I mean, good attempt to get on the ball and try it. Just a little off on the attempt.
Yeah, as always, just go for the shot. That's poked up by Murphy into Antic. Yeah, I think you just have to try it. Haven't seen a huge number of shots here this afternoon, so just try to go for it. Antic now. Long ball. Cleared by Kalinauskas. Feigen can't bring it down. Now Corrigan. Ball into Hayden Ruffner. Can't find him. Collected by Antic once again. Fought for in the midfield. Header won by McCarthy. Murphy. Into Nuhu. Under pressure. On the far sideline. Won by Bargania. Looking for Brady. Gets a head on it. But Kalinauskas will collect. Back to Landa. Kicked up ahead for Hayden Ruffner. Still in the air. Campbell now. On the sideline here. Into Feigen. Battling with Gomez. Still jumbo ball. Well done there from Feigen. Feinberg. To Campbell. Nice passing play here. Under pressure though from Clivio. Very calmly done from Clivio. Trying for the through ball up top. Will be Giannis now. Ball inside blocked. Collected by Nuhu. Looking for Hayden Ruffner. Clivio's there. Ball back to Antic. A bit far. Antic has to get to that, but manages to do so. Clivio looking for his attackers. Nice slide there from McCarthy. Hayden Ruffner trying to bring that in. Will not be able to do so. Campbell with the throw. Fought for. Both teams again claiming it. And will be jumbo throw. Serpone trying to bring the throw back. Farther back on the pitch. Campbell now with the throw. Both teams claiming it again. Now will be Amherst. Declan Sung with the long throw. Waved foul throw, I believe. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, that.
Didn't see what might have been a foot fault, but now will be Jumbo's throw instead. Foul from Amherst. Jumbo's now with a threatening free kick. Yanez and Feigen standing over it. You saw Yanez had a free kick goal, absolute peach of a goal in the round of 64 in the NCAA tournament last year. Can he replicate that same magic? Whipped in. Far post, dealt with by Landa. Good punch. Trainer. Whipped in again. Bouncing ball. Cleared by Clark Eden. Bargania dancing. Ooh, foul there. Clark Eden not happy with it. Another free kick.
A little bit more sustained pressure from the Jumbos now, and I mean we're seeing some results. We're seeing some opportunities rise up, and this set piece is from a very promising position.
Yeah, and that foul seemed to be a bit out of frustration. We mentioned 2 players already booked for the Jumbos. None yet for the Mammoths, despite having the highest yellow cards per game ratio last year in the NESCAC. And Yanez now will be over it. No Woven Shin on the field at the moment, so Yanez looks to take. Taken quickly, saved by Landa. That looked to be moving. Landa not so sure about it, but collected back by the Jumbos. Feigen, big slide tackle from the Mammoths. It's a throw. Slide on the ground. This turf is brand new of Bellow Field, renovated just this summer, so this will be a fun ground to play on for years to come. Serpone not happy. Unhappy with the throw-in. Long throw now to Brady. Does get to it. Gomez off Brady. Will be an Amherst throw. Amherst goal kick. Serpone definitely has quite the resume. Coached at Duke and was the NCAA tournament champs. So he's been in the game for a long time. He knows what these clutch games are like, and he knows how to influence his players, influence the refs. I think he wants to as well. But
yeah, definitely. I mean, his overall records 231, 33, and 40 coming into this year. So the guy's a winner, and I mean, you can see it. You can see it in the squad. They have the fire. They have the intensity. So does Coach Serpone.
yeah, Desatel, though, will like to add another loss to that record. I think that would be a big win. He's already had some big wins in his career, this being his 3rd year as Tufts men's soccer coach. And so he's not like letting Serpone get in his head. He seems to be pretty calm on the sideline, as it will be an Amherst throw now. The referee needs to give some players a talking to. Kalinauskis and Brady, it seems. It's a throw from Declan Sung. Headed away. Murphy, Brady, and claims of handball will be given. Jumbos will look to play quickly. Capitalize on the Amherst out of position formation. Feigen. Slide from Gomez. Well done by him. Taken quickly by Gherkin. No, decides to slow it down. Oh, Feigen taken out from behind. Seems to be a bit of pain. No cards, though. Feigen needs to shake that off.
Trading blows there. I mean, the intensity of this game is high, the physicality is high, and I mean, on display right there.
Yeah, every battle for the ball, every contest is going to be difficult. Headed in by Bergogna. Gherkin poked around and cleared away. Gherkin with that goal last year in 2022 against the Mammoths. Toss will be called on a pull from Alex Wall. Valadez Bush looking to take it up. And he will boot it up ahead into Korige. Under pressure from Campbell. Still a Korige. Big slide from Campbell. And he wins it. Well done by him. Campbell has had quite the impact on this game so far, both on the attacking and defensive ends.
Feels like he's been everywhere, and I mean, that was a great tackle there to win the ball back in a dangerous spot.
Throw from Gomez. Feinberg with the header. Poked up. McCarthy. Oh. She'll take a little injury pause. Clock has been paused. Feinberg seems to be dealing with a cramp. Yeah, this game is very intense, but does a lot to your body. Hope he's doing all right. Korige, good show of sportsmanship, tending to him.
And I mean, I'm sure all these guys know the pain of a cramp like that. So it's, I mean, good show of sportsmanship, as you said.
Yeah, they may be rivals on the pitch, but in the end, they're both athletes, both competitors. They have that mutual respect for each other. Feinberg will make his way off. Has Ben Pensky now checks in for Feinberg. Penske's first minutes of the game. Hayden Ruffner bringing it down. Pensky now wins it to Gherkin. Long ball for Trainer. Nuhu under pressure from Bergogna. And it will be an Amherst free kick. Ooh, ball poked away. Referee not happy with that. And will get a booking for his troubles. Bit of a cynical bit of play there from Trainer. Now a third yellow card. Desatel obviously upset with that. Trainer as one of the leading scorers on this current squad. Need to see more from him. So needs to be careful now with 32 minutes to go in the second half. Valadez Bush with the free kick. Inside, off the head of Brady. That goes backwards for an Amherst corner. No Rapal on the pitch now, but still obviously the height threat on this corner.
Definitely, and I mean, there seem to be a lot of threatening chances from both sides. I mean, Amherst, not off a corner earlier, but from a free kick, almost scoring in a similar situation. So if you're the Jumbos, you want to be on high alert.
And that ball seems to have gone out of play. Second time that's happened this game. Korige a bit frustrated with himself. So will be a goal kick now for the Jumbos. Taken quickly into the feet of Clivio. Ball taken far. Will try to stay in. Handball, Feigen reaching out with that arm. I think he knows that was a bit, he couldn't get away with that. And we talked about the Jumbo's defense, tied for the lowest total goals conceded in the NESCAC with only 12, and third in average per game. So it's tough to get past this Jumbo defense, and Amherst definitely seeing that so far today. As the ball comes to Okorage, double teamed from Gherkin and Campbell, shielded, but won again by Okorage. Inside, into Declan Song, saved! Hayden Ruffner pokes at it, but well done by Antich. He's furious that Hayden Ruffner slid in.
What a save from Nick Antich.
And it's a yellow for Hayden Ruffner. Yeah, that was a dangerous challenge, sliding into Antich, but well handled.
Heroic. I mean, there's not too much to say there other than that was an amazing save and keeping the Jumbos in this game.
Yeah, that could have been bad if someone didn't get a handle on it, but good save from Sung. Hayden Ruffner, a bit dangerous. And Antich showing his class, showing his quality as it remains 1-1, but intensity now picking up even more.
And props to him getting involved in the physicality.
Oh, it's a hand from Clivio. Did the ref see it? He does not call it. Very strange situation. Did seem to come off the hand of Clivio, but referee did not notice or did not care to notice it, and it will be an Amherst corner instead. The Mammoths furious. Will be interesting to see what his explanation for that was. Corner taken off. Kalinauskas headed over the bar. Yeah, not sure if I have an explanation, but it's a strange one. But no call, nothing of it. Still 1-1.
Yeah.
So some scary moments for the Jumbos.
Definitely, but they handled that well. I mean, Antich, huge save there, putting his body on the line, getting involved in some of the physicality, and just overall staying composed, not losing their heads.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's very essential. Kubedu now checking in. I think it's in games like this, have to stay composed. It's easy to let the emotions get the best of you, but need to keep a cool head, especially in the late stages of this match. That could prove to be crucial for both teams. Clark Eden, long ball. Nuhu looking to collect, and he does. And that did go out. So will be a goal kick. Kubedu now checking in. And Declan Sung will make his way off. No, he will not. It will be Mo Nuhu coming off. Antich with the goal kick now. Coach telling Mo Nuhu to stay ready. Couldn't find his way back in this match soon enough. Goal kick taken. Off Yanez. McCarthy. Now Gomez. Ball into Sung. He's done a lot today for the Mammoths. So as has Okorage. Back to Sung. Won by Gherkin. Now into Clivio. Ooh, good slide. That shows his experience. Getting the best of Sung. And still carrying with the ball. Into Feigen. In a bit of space now. Taking on defenders. Into Trainer. Toss on the box, but it will be offside. Trainer did not time his run. Just a bit too much, but good link-up play from Clivio. Feigen. Almost Trainer, as the Jumbos looking to respond to the recent onslaught of attacking chances.
And that starts from Clivio having the experience and the composure to just hang on to the ball, pick out the right pass, being patient and not rushing anything.
Yeah, he knows how to keep a cool head, that's for sure. Keep his composure as we're back in the defensive half for the Jumbos. Into Yanez. In a bit of space now. He'll have a lot to work with. Can he create? inside, popped up in the air. Kubedu now into Hayden Ruffner. Kubedu in the midfield finds Hayden Ruffner. Now he has a bit of space. And a good interception from Brady, getting a foot on it. Still tussling, and it's a foul called on the Jumbos. Taken quickly again, won by Gherkin. Feigen battling with Gomez. Good body to body, and the Jumbos come away with that. Feigen really showing his physicality, responding in a big way. As the Amherst Mammoths will look to sub. It is Rapal, the 6'8" big man. But he will not make his way on the field just yet.
And you can just feel Tufts starting to turn up the heat, turn up the pace a little bit, playing not necessarily out of control frantic, but just kind of injecting that energy into the game.
We have Wu and Shin about to check in as well on the next whistle, as will Ben Brown. Yanez dancing, shot, blocked, up top for Murphy, Penske. Declan Sung now, long ball, that will sail out for a Tufts throw. Subs now checking in. Shin and Ben Brown of the Jumbos for Yanez and Mikey Brady. Hayden Ruffner booked a bit earlier in this game. Rapal checking in.
You can see that sort of one-for-one sub as Sean Rapal comes on, Ben Brown comes on. You're trying to match height for height on each end of the pitch.
And I think Desatel saw Rapal checking in and immediately sent Ben Brown over. So definitely game of tactics on display here on Bello. Feigen, long switch. Really well done. Finding Bargania. Bargania now with space. Ball inside to Ben Brown, who just subbed in. Shin almost had that, but cleared away by Amherst. Less than 25 to go now. As the minutes tick away, the chances get ever more valuable. Kubedu with the red boots there. Slid into. Will be an Amherst throw. Declan Sung with the throw. All of these players have long throws. They really know how to create a threat out of anything.
Yeah, and Sung especially. I mean, he had an assist, or his only assist of the year so far came off of a throw.
Yeah,
and he looks like he's in position now to try for another one here.
Yeah. He'll look to launch that in. So need to be dealt with by the Jumbos. Ball headed in off. 10K. And it's confirmed by the officials. Antich not happy. But 10K again haunts the Jumbos with another goal, as he did last year.
And
what a sequence.
Yeah, I mean, Sung with another throw-in assist, and that big moment for the Mammoths there.
Yeah. As we said, this second goal for either team will be crucial, and it's proven to be costly for the Jumbos. Not dealing with that throw-in well. Finds 10K on the far post. Antich stranded. Can't react quick enough. And 2-1 now for the Mammoths.
And 10K, you know he loves playing against the Jumbos. His only goal of the season last year came against Tufts, and another goal here today.
Yeah.
And a crucial one, giving them the lead with 23 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt if you're the Jumbos. Look to be pushing the pace well, and now needs to find an equalizer when I'm sure they wanted to find a winner. And the Jumbos delivering the Mammoths' only loss in regulation last year, as the Mammoths finished 14-1-6. So definitely want to avenge that from last year. Desatel telling his players to hurry it up. Time is of the essence. Clivio looking to push up now. As a wall. Clivio, long shot. Or is that a pass? And that sails out. For a corner. Did take a deflection. I think he was trying to shoot there.
I think he was trying to pick someone out, just put the ball in a dangerous area. I think at a certain point, you got to start asking questions. And the more questions you ask, the more chances you have to score a goal.
Absolutely. And it did prove to be a nice shot, as it did take a deflection. As the corner now ensuing. Sean Trainer making his way off for Xavier Canfin. Shin with the ball inside. Off Gherkin! And out for a goal kick. That looked to be a good chance. Couldn't quite direct it on target, but good opportunity.
Shin.
They'll look to keep that up.
Shin again with excellent set-piece delivery. They're putting it right on the head.
Now Ethan Jett, his first minutes of the game. Checking in for Campbell, maybe looking for a bit more pace. The Jet engined, as we found out last weekend. He'll go on the right, Bargania on the left. And immediately taken by Wall into Antic. Wall under a bit of pressure from Kubedu. Kubedu does manage to intervene, but will still be Tufts' throw. Referee instructing Jet to move it back a few paces. And we've seen the exact same two goal scorers from last year score again here today in a Korige and 10K. I mean, it's all the storylines, all the narratives seem to have played out today.
I mean, if that's going to be the case, then that means that the Jumbos still have 2 goals to find.
They'll certainly hope so. And I think very much it could be in the cards. 20 minutes to go, a lot to work with. The goal scorers from last year were Ian Daly, Liam Gherkin, and Zach Siegelstein. Siegelstein and Daly now graduated, but they'll be looking to find another hero here on Bello. 20 minutes to go. And as we said, when the Jumbos were in the lead, they're going to be looking to take the minutes off the clock, trying to make the most of every possession. Booted up. Landa has to deal, and he will. And Landa taking his time as well, waiting for the pressure from Ben Brown. Amherst bench telling Landa to take his time. No rush. Now he does take. Long ball. Rapal looking for it. Push on Wall. Referee will be quick to call that. Antic will need to take it quickly. Telling his defenders to get up. Get moving. Won by 10K. Finds its way back to Antic. No Nuhu now with the pressure on Clivio. Over the head of Kubedu, won by Feigen. Still Shin. Comes off 10K. Ball did go out of play. Tufts throw. Long throw from Bargania. But ill-timed, it seems. As we'll have to retake that. Assistant referee telling Bargania to back it up. You can tell they want to move quickly. They want to get the ball in play. Daniel Yanez now will check in for Gherkin. Foul called on the Jumbos. Amherst again taking their time. No rush for them.
With 18 or around 18 minutes left on the clock, for the Mammoths, it certainly must feel like the seconds can't tick by fast enough, and for the Jumbos, each second feels like Feels like it's passing by too quickly.
Yeah, and it's hard to really create opportunities as we've seen so far. You need to get into the attacking half quickly, which is tough when you're dealing with the height of the Mammoths. 9 shots from the Jumbos so far, 6 for the Mammoths, but they need one more. They need a crucial one. As Clivio takes it upfield into Bargania on the sideline. Finds it inside, but harmlessly into the hands of Landa. But Jumbo's still pushing it. Landa now with the kick. Spinning high in the air for a Paul. Against Shin. Gherkin. Over to Canfin. Still Canfin. Across to Feigen. Bargania making the run on the left side. Now over to Bargania. Outside the boot. Off Kalinauskas. Still in the box. Gherkin wrapped his foot around it, but too high in the end. He'll want that one back, but good pressure, good opportunities.
Jumbo's asking questions, taking the space that the Mammoths are giving them, and pushing in. And that was, I mean, excellent cross from Bargania there. Good idea, getting it into dangerous situations, asking questions, and that's the most important part right now. You can't score without creating opportunities, and they're doing their best to do just that.
Yeah, as we saw Daniel Yanez and Mikey Brady checking in now. Yeah, I think that run out wide, Bargania had a lot of space to work with, so definitely might want to take advantage of that in the next 15 minutes. Now Hayden Ruffner, who's back in the game, making a run for it. Does deal with it well, as that will be a Jumbo throw in the far corner. Now Jet, pressuring Okorage. Jet on Okorage, still wins it in the end. Well done by him. Over to Yanez. Bit of a slow pass there, couldn't reach Brady as it's a long searching ball. Onteach deals with it. 15 minutes ago. Ball thrown out to Feinberg, who's now in the game. Won by Hayden Ruffner. Jumbo throw. Feigen finds Penske. Feigen tries to find Shin, but deflected by Kubedu, who now has it. Shin with the tackle, won by Nuhu. Over to Clark Eden. Makes a long run, pushed off it by Feigen. Good aggression from him. Penske now. Ball up top. Good intervention by Pretty. Mikey Brady now trying to win it back. Still Pretty. Still Pretty. Now Clivio recovers into Jet. Nicely done to get away from Amherst attacker, but won by Okorage. Good defensive tracking, and that's why he's first team all NESCAC. As Kubedu now on the left side, looking to dance with Clivio. Clivio comes out on top. That's why he's one of the best in the NESCAC. Good composure under pressure. Yanez now.
Back and forth here. And
Feigen. Over to Shin. In a bit of space. Now under pressure. Back to Feigen. Over to Yanez on the left side. He's looking to create. Still Yanez with the shot. Oh, saved by Landa. Good athleticism to get a touch on that. Wasn't sure if that was going to find its way into the bottom corner.
But, I mean, Landa doing a good job taking care of it there, whether it was going in or not. And the Jumbo's doing a good job of pressing up, starting to ask some more questions. Keep asking. They're going to continue to ask questions until the end of the game or until they find an equalizer.
Yeah, and maybe, I think this next goal, if it does come for either, will be the decider. As corner now. Trainer just checked in for Feigen. Oh, that's a poor free corner kick routine. They'll definitely want that back. But Jet now to reset in the back line. Canfin. Canfin looking for someone. Doesn't find any Jumbo. Now Hayden Ruffner looking out wide for Nuhu. Good touch. In a bit of space. Switched. But intercepted by Jet. Under pressure from Sung. Still under pressure. Feinberg out wide to Canfin. Canfin over to Yanez. Pansky, they're leaving one up top, as Desautel's noting. Definitely playing a bit more defensive-minded. Not quite parking the bus, but definitely holding back a bit more. Jet now. Jet engine. On Clark Eden. Dancing. Still in the corner. Will be an Amherst throw. Yeah, definitely hard to take on defenders like Clark Eden, like the rest of the squad. Clark Eden also on the all-NESCAC team in one-on-ones. It's tough to win in those 1v1s.
Yeah, and you see Jet, I mean, trying to put the moves on him, trying to turn the Jets on, but
Yeah.
not quite this time.
Yeah, but still bright ideas from him, from the rest of the Jumbos. They're gonna keep searching for an equalizer, as both teams coming into this one undefeated with equal 2-0-1 records. Neither team wants to fill that 0 with a 1 here today. Feinberg looking for someone. Brady, cheeky touch off the heel, off Eden, Clark Eden. Another jumbo throw. Ethan Jet. Foul called. Yeah, Kalinauskas hooking Brady there. Need another ball as that one was cleared away. And Kalinauskas will get a yellow. Time wasting, I believe, for unnecessary clearance out off the pitch. So 2 yellow cards now for Amherst. Both for dissent reasons. Or no, Hayden Ruffner with the challenge, but Trainer had a yellow for dissent reasons. Now Kalinauskas.
And as a coach, I'm sure that's one of the most frustrating yellows to see one of the members of the team receive, because it's just, you don't need a yellow in this situation. You have the lead, you have the game under control. There was no reason to just boot it out, but
yeah, I mean, a bit of gamesmanship, trying to maybe shake the Jumbos off their flow, off their rhythm. As Desautel tried to tell Giannis not to play. Jet lifted in, collected by Landa. Again, not a great free kick routine, as the counterattack may be on for the Mammoths. Into Nuhu. Seems to be in acres of space. Still Nuhu. Under pressure from Yanez. And Nuhu slots it home. 3-1 now for the Mammoths. And that could be game. Nuhu with a celebration on the far sideline. He loves it. The Mammoths are delighted. That could be it. Nuhu very calm in the 1v1, tucked it away. And his teammates love him for that. Well done by him. And 3-1. Can the Jumbos make their way back?
it's a tall ask. I mean, that starts kind of with the miscommunication on the free kick routine, and just sprung the Mammoths forward. Nuhu turning on the Jets. I mean, he has the speed. He was calm, composed. He took his moment and slotted it in. And it's gonna be a very tough mountain for the Jumbos to climb if they want to get anything out of this game.
And now Nuhu will make his way off. Get congratulations from everyone on the squad, including Serpone, with a big hug as Akorage comes on to replace him. Yeah, we knew about Nuhu's speed. We knew about the threat he brought already with a goal in his last time out against Manhattanville College, and he has come to Medford and punished the Jumbos. Shin now, back underway. Brady, tough ask with trying to get 2 goals in these last 10 minutes, but the Jumbos will not give up quite yet. Back in play now. Yanez for Feinberg. That goes out of play. It seems like they've really lost their fire. The Jumbos, I mean, I think they were They could have done so much more with that free kick. Instead, gave away a pretty brutal counterattack from Hayden Ruffner into Nuhu, who just ran away with it, and I think ran away with this game.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be deflating. You know, you have a set piece opportunity, you have a chance to equalize, you have a chance to create something, ask a question, and just throw it away, and in the process concede, and double the mountain that you have to climb.
Yeah, and it's definitely a tough mountain now for the Jumbos, as that ball finds nobody and will be dealt with by Clark Eden. Feinberg, scuffed by Sung. Jumbo throw now. Feigen making his way on back into the game for Jet. Owen Denby looking to make his first minutes as well on the sideline here. Will be another Jumbo throw. Denby now coming in for Feinberg, who has really played his heart out here today. Denby, throw back to Clivio. Clivio over to Antich. They're gonna have to make something and make something fast. Over to Denby, now with his first meaningful touches. The far side, Feigen. Denby, over to Pensky. Pensky over to Clivio. Trying to rotate the ball here, but need to have more incisive passes. And now Korage intervening. Over to Yanez. Yanez now, nice ball into Bargania, inside, and he skies that. That is unfortunate. I mean, good find from Yanez, but need to be clinical there. Chance like that might not come again.
Yeah, I mean the Mammoths were doing an excellent job of just keeping the Jumbos outside of their own box and trying to make them probe from the outside in. Giannis with a great ball in to find an opportunity, and just just a lack of
precision.
Yeah.
That ball taken quickly, but booted away. I mean, Bargania did have a goal in a similar position against UMaine, but as we know, they weren't much of a threat for the Jumbos, as they did come out on top 7-0. But Liam Gherkin now checking in for Pensky. I think one goal, even if it's not an equalizer for the Jumbos, would be meaningful, but they want to have this game back in their claim. Nice feet there from Gherkin. Inside, deflected, Sung dealing with it. Will go out for a throw. No Amherst sub as of now. Kubedu looking to come in, as Ben King also looking to come in. Tufts throw. Ben Brown also checking in. Those subs happening now. Time still clicking away on the clock. And Bargania making his way off. Clivio, ball inside. No one there. Foul called in the box. And those fouls are killer. I mean, you really want to keep this attacking threat. And now giving a free kick away allows the Mammoths to run the clock down even more. I mean, it's really starting to dwindle away.
You could see the frustration in all the Tufts players there once they gave up that foul. I mean, definitely time is ticking away, and you don't want to give the opposition a chance to bleed the clock even further when you have 2 goals to make up.
Yeah, and those 2 goals are tough to come by against the Mammoths, as they also have quite the resilient defense. Mason Schultz looking to check in now. Owen Denby Back to Clivio. Nice move there from Clivio. Gets fouled in the process. And that should be a yellow, standing in front of the free kick. Kubedu getting a talking to instead. But need at least 10 yards on free kicks. Kubedu did not respect that. As Giannis with the shot. High over the crossbar. I think they're just trying anything. They just want to say a prayer. Maybe it'll find its way in.
That was certainly a hopeful shot from Giannis, but I think when you have trouble, breaking that Amherst defensive line, you gotta just try.
Yeah.
Especially with 4 minutes on the clock. If something's gonna happen, you need it to happen soon.
Yeah, and you need to make something happen, absolutely, and maybe Jumbo's missing the presence of Ian Daly, Zach Siegelstein, who scored in that game last year, desperately missing their presence. Feigen now inside for Brady. Yanez going for another shot, and it's a very good one. Stinging the hands of Landa. That's more like it.
Yeah, I mean, that was, he went for it and on target, earns a corner.
Yeah, not much more you can ask for other than a goal, but I mean, we talked about Yanez's presence in the midfield. He knows how to take a long shot, and he almost had that one. Could have been a game changer, and still 3 minutes to go.
And the most important thing is he still has that belief. He's trying. He's going for goal.
Yeah, the ball deflected, found its way in the 6-yard box, but collected by Landa. Yeah, and as you were saying, that goal, just trying anything, could have given Jumbos a bit of belief in these last few minutes. As Wall heading it to Antic, and it will be a foul called. Oh, it will be a foul for Amherst. Free kick. Jumbo seemed confused with that call. With 2.5 now, this game looks to be all but done. Valdez Bush telling 3 people to move up into the box as everyone else seems to be content with staying behind. Murphy along with King. Now keeping it in the corner, really wasting the clock. Still in the corner, still finding something, and it's a free kick. Yeah, I mean, really well done there for the Mammoths, keeping control of the ball, making the Jumbos come to them, drawing the foul, and Amherst coaches making sure to evade any attacking opportunity as that corner, that free kick will be taken short, kept in the corner. Kubedu now dancing with it, shot collected by Antic. Now they're just having fun as it will be a corner. Serponi emphasizing the shape, emphasizing formation. No need to really be involved for this corner kick as it's just a formality.
And just emphasizing that discipline right until the last whistle blows, because you never know what could happen, as unlikely as it may be. But
yeah, I mean, we have as Giannis carrying the ball upfield, but so many defenders back, as Serponi emphasized. Ball inside, collected by Landa. 50 seconds now. Serponi still emphasizing shape, as only one Mammoth past the 50. And they'll be content just leaving it to Yanez. As Clivio trying to drive upfield. Long ball. Dealt with by Pretty. Headed away. Trainer. Shoulder to shoulder. And Mammoth's doing a really good job of just making the Jumbos come to them. Gherkin under pressure. One last chance. Kubedu lets it run, and that seems to be it. Here on Bellow Field, the Mammoths rushing onto the field. They've done it. They've broken the losing streak. They have defeated the Jumbos on Bello under Desatel. Something that has never happened before in regulation. So, big moments. Big moments we've just witnessed. A crushing blow for the Jumbos with their first loss of the season. 3-1 final scoreline here in Medford. 2 second-half goals from the Mammoths proved to be the difference, coming from Nuhu. And need to think about that one. But we'll get back to you. Yeah, as I was saying, very impressive showing from the Mammoths. Still impressive showing from the Jumbos, but it wasn't enough in the end, as Amherst improves to 3-0-1 and 1-0-1 in NESCAC play. Jumbos drop to 2-1-1, 0-1-1 in NESCAC play. That's all from Bello Field. Ethan, your concluding thoughts?
I mean, it was a game that we expected coming in. It was physical. It was intense. It was tightly contested for most of it, and Amherst just had the edge. They had, as soon as they took the lead, they kind of took control of the game. They turned a moment that should have favored the Jumbos and in the set piece, and just turned it into a counterattack that ended in the Nuhu goal. Yeah, I think the result is the way
it should have gone.
Yeah,
maybe
the way it should have gone. I mean, the game did seem to be in control for Amherst for more of the second half. Tufts, I mean, they had their moments, but it was about capitalizing on those moments and making something of the potential.
Yeah, and for a lot of these freshmen, it's a good experience, good learning experience. And for the freshmen of Amherst, I mean, couldn't have been a better result, especially for Mo Nuhu scoring in his NESCAC, in a NESCAC game. I mean, that's very impressive. And going back to that second goal, it was actually listed as an own goal. So maybe that's why we couldn't figure out who it was. I thought 10K came away with it, but it is listed as an own goal, as Desatel will need to rebound next time out against the Vikings of Salem State. They'll look to bounce back against Salem State, who they defeated 4-1 last season, which will be their second game on the road in just 3 days. And as for the Mammoths, they go on to play their home opener against Worcester Polytechnic Institute, and also in 3 days' time for a non-conference matchup. As final score here on Bello Field, Amherst 3, your Tufts Jumbos 1.
So hypnotic, magical. Don't